Hello, I am going to show you how to create an assessment structure on ASAS. First, let me tell you how to actually log in. You go to kitsiso.ub.bw, look for system links. Under system links, we have ASAS link. Click on it. And then another option of accessing ASAS is to go to the UB website. On the UB website, scroll down to the bottom, you'll see online systems, right? The second link there, it's student admin system. That's ASAS for you. That's actually a shortcut of accessing ASAS. Then to log in, your user ID is your employee number. The password is whatever you created it to be. If you forgot your password, simply call the IT help desk or email them, and then they will let you know what to do. Now let's start. To start creating assessments, first you go to self-service, then my schedule, under my schedule you see a list of all the courses that you teach. For example, in this case, we're going to work on COM 112, lecture 3, right? So I'm going to click on the icon with a green tick. That's class assignment for COM 112, lecture 3. And then please take note that we have 3 tabs they undergo to. We have class assignment tab, category weight, then the grading scale. We are going to work on all those tabs before the end of the session, but we're going to start with category weight. So click on category weight, and then we have 3 categories that we're going to use today. We have assignment, test, and exam. So our CA is 50%, the exam is 50%. The 25 for the CA goes to the assignment, the other 25 goes to the test. The rest, the 50, goes to the exam. So first, click on the magnifying glass. You get a list of all the assessments that we have on ASAS. So for today, we're going to start with the assignment. Remember, I said there's 3 things we're going to have: the test, assignment, and exam. So we're going to start with the written assignment. Click on the link for written assignment. Then you type the weight for that assessment. For example, I said a written assignment will be 25%, 25%. So I'm going to type 25% under weight in percent. Click on plus to add the next assessment, which is the test. Click on the magnifying glass, look for test mark, click on it, type 25 plus, then the exam. Give it a 50 and save. The moment you click save, a message will be displayed indicating that some fields are missing. This is simply means it's taking you to the next stage, which is class assignment. Remember, I said there's 3 things we're going to work on: class assignment, category weight, and grading scale. So now we're going to the next stage, which is class assignment. Simply click on OK. And then you're taking on to the page for class assignment. We're going to start with the assignment this time, right? The assignment category there, it's going to be WA, or written assignment. Click on the magnifying glass, look for written assignment. Type description. Under description, type assignment. Short description, assign or assignment. Then go to details. Under details, click on include for midterm. Allow students to view grades. Since this is part of CA, this is allowed. Then under maximum points, what are you marking the assignment out of? In this case, we're going to have 100. The moment you type 100 there under maximum points and then click on waiting points, the 100 at the top is copied down, right? Simply delete it, type the weight, which is 25, and then proceed to dates and duration. Under dates and duration, we have the most important date there being the due date. So click on the calendar, that yellow icon next to due date. It will bring out a bigger calendar. Then to select your month, simply click on the arrow next to the month displayed there. For example, December, right? On the right, there is an arrow. Click on it to display all the months that we have. We are going to choose February on the 2nd, on the 15th, excuse me. Then click on save. Then click plus to add another assessment, which is a test in our case. Click on the magnifying glass, look for test mark, type test. Under description, also under short description, include for midterm, allow students to view grades for the test. Then go to maximum points. Under maximum points, we're making out of 100. Remember, I said once you type it and then you go to waiting points, it's copied down, so you simply have to delete that. Type the 25, then go to due date, pick a date, March 13th, save. Click on the magnifying glass, exam, under description, short description also. This time, don't click include for midterm for the exam. Simply go to maximum points. We're making out of 100. It weighs 50. Put a due date. Then save. Scroll down to find save. Once all is saved, go to grading scale. On the grading scale, you simply click on populate to 100, scroll down and save. The grading scale is very helpful to what's the end of a semester when you want to update your marks to the grade roster, right? You will need it. Populate to 100, scroll down, look for save, then check the grade book. You will find assignment there, test and exam. They will be arranged according to the date for the due date. Then you can start typing your marks. Remember, we said we're making out of 100, so I'm going to have 70 there, 60 for the next person, 75 for the exam, 35 for the assignment for the second person, 60 for the test, and then 40 for the exam, and then save. Then proceed to cumulative grades. Under cumulative grades, that's where you'll see how the student is performing, like the final mark that they're going to get, the midterm mark that they're going to get. So let's click on cumulative grades. So our first student there gets a 65 for the midterm, and then the overall grade it's 70. The second one gets a 48 for the midterm, then the overall is it's 44. That's the midterm gives you the CA for that student. The overall grade gives you the CA plus the exam, right? And then the next stage is to submit the marks for posting. A stage before the marks are posted, that is. So you update the marks to the grade roster. You simply click on select grade roster there, There's two grade roster types there, midterm and then final. You can start with either one. In this case, we're going to start with the final. Click update. Once you click update, it's going to say the grade roster has 2 students and 2 have been updated. That's exactly how it should appear. If you see anything else, please check if you have your grading scale populated. Another instance would be maybe you didn't put marks for one of the assessments. There's a blank for that particular student, but this is exactly how we should have. We have 2 students in the grade book, 2 have been updated to the grade roster, right? Then click OK. Click the magnifying glass again, look for midterm, then update 2 and 2 again. Okay, that is it. Then we go to the grade roster to check if all is in order. Click on grade roster. We have midterm grade appearing there. Approval status is saying approved. Roster grade is 65, 48 for the second person. Note that this is CA. If you want to see the final, you will have to click on that arrow on midterm grade and click on final grade at this time, and then you'll see the marks will be different. The status is approved. Then you should know your marks are ready for posting.